An array is a collection of elements of same type. Types of array. Array are two types. First one is a one-dimensional array. One-dimensional array. And second is a multi-dimensional array. Multi-dimensional array. One-dimensional array and multi-dimensional array. Now, one-dimensional array. Now we are going to study about one-dimensional array. Declaration of one-dimensional array. Declaration of one-dimensional array. Okay, syntax. Data type, array name, square bracket, array size. Array size, square bracket close, semicolon. This is the syntax of one-dimensional array. Syntax, here is first data type, space, array name, and square bracket. Within square bracket there is a array dimension or array size or array index. You can say anything. This is the syntax of array. Here we declare int, that is the data type. Now array name, that is the A, here is a space. Now square bracket, okay, and within square bracket there is a array size or array dimension. So here is a positive integer constant. Array size must be positive integer constant. So here suppose there is a 10, okay, semicolon. This is the array declaration. Okay, suppose data type is char and array name is B. Data type is char, array name is B, square bracket, dimension is suppose 4. This is also declaration of array. Suppose data type is float, array name is C, and this is the square bracket. Here size is 15, semicolon. This is the semicolon. This is the array declaration. And suppose class there is a long is also data type. Here is a variable, here is the array name y is the array name. You may choose anything, valid name for array. And here is a 7. This is the also array declaration. So class A is the array. In this array you can store up to 10 elements, and all elements must be integer numbers, because array is a collection of elements of same type. So here you can store 10 elements and all elements must be integer type. Okay, here B is the array, and array size is 4. So you can store 4 elements and all elements must be character type. Okay, here is a here C is a array, and this array has dimension 15. So you can store 15 elements in this array, okay, and all 15 elements must be float type. Here Y is the array and its dimension is 7, so you can store up to 7 elements and all elements must be long type. Okay, so this is the array declaration. Class, here int a semicolon char b semicolon float c. Here a b c, here a b c are the variables and here a b c are the array. Okay class, variable has limitation. Variable can store single element at a time. There is a limitation with variable. Variable can store single element at a time, but array can store multiple elements at a time, number of elements at a time, and that number of elements must be same type. Okay class, here a can store single element, single integer constant. Here a can store 10 elements, up to 10 elements of integer type. Okay class, so array can store multiple elements at the same time, and that multiple elements must be same data type, must have same type. Okay class, this is the array size, array size, array size, array size. Now here array size, array size, जिसको आप डायमेंशन भी कह सकते हैं, डायमेंशन, array size or dimension. This is the array size or array 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 dimension. So class, this array size, these array size must be positive integer constant. Okay, suppose here you write int a equal to 10. This is okay, this is okay. If you write int a of 7.5, this is not okay. Okay class, because this is not positive integer, this is the real number, not integer, so this is wrong. Suppose you write int a of -20, so this is not positive. Array size must be positive integer, so this is also wrong. This is the -20 class, and you write here int a of, suppose you write n is a variable. This is also wrong. This array declaration is also wrong, because in this array declaration, this declaration is wrong, because in this array declaration array size is n, and n is not defined above and have not given any value. So if n is a variable, then it is wrong. Here must be constant, not be variable. Okay, suppose you write int a of, this is also wrong class, this is also wrong. If you declare a variable, then there must be, then you have to declare, you have to mention the array size also. So there is no array size, so this array declaration is wrong, because array size is not mentioned. Array size must be necessary here. This is wrong because this is variable. This is wrong because this array declaration is wrong because this is -20. There must be positive, not negative. int a of 7.5, it is also wrong. This is right. Initialization of array. initialization of array. Class, now we are going to initialize array. Here int a of suppose 5. So we can store up to 5 elements. Here we can store up to 5 elements. This is the declaration. Class, this is the declaration. Now we are going to initialize. So we remove semicolon here, equal to, we can initialize up to 5 elements. Suppose first element is 10, second is 7, 0, here is a 3, here is a 8. So there are 5 elements, curly bracket close, semicolon. In array initialization, we assign the value. There are 5 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all 5 elements are integer type because here is an int. So A is an array, this is the data type, this is the array size. We can store in this array up to 5 elements, and this is the 5 elements, all 5 elements are integer type. This is the valid variable initialization. This is true. Now suppose class data type is char. So you write char ch. Ch is an array. Char ch, and you did not mention anything here, but you write here character constant, comma, this is the comma, all these are the comma, class here, this is the comma, character constant a, here is a asterisk, this is the also character constant, and there is 7, this is the also character constant, not integer constant, because there is a left inverted commas. And suppose here is a has, okay. This initialization is also true. Class, if you initialize array, then you have choice whether you mention the array size or not. In case of variable initialization, you have options whether you mention the array size or not. But in case of declaration of array, you have to mention the size, array size. Array size must be positive integer constant. But in case of initialization, you have option whether you write the array size or not. So there are 4 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, and all elements are character constant. Okay, ch is a character, ch is an array, ch is a character array, and it can store here char array store 4 character constant. So by default here is 4. There is no problem. So by default here is 4. Okay, character array. Ch is an array of characters. Array of characters. All elements are characters. Okay, class. Array of characters is also known as a string. So this is also known as a string. This is valid. This is the array of integers. This is the array of characters. And this array of characters is called a string. This is also true. Suppose class another data type, that is the float c, and here is a 3. We can store up to 3 elements, but all 3 elements must be float type. So we write here 1.7, 0.0, comma 1.75. So this is also valid initialization of array. C is a array. C is a array of floats, and C can store up to 3 elements. Okay, all 3 elements is this. So this is also valid. int a of 4, semicolon and you assign a equal to 0. This is wrong. If you write this is wrong. It means not all value of array A will be 0. This is wrong assignment. You can write it here, int a of 4. You can store up to 4 elements, and all elements must be integer type. And if you assign value, then you have to write equal to 0, that is the second element. A of 2 equal to 0, that is the third element, and a of 3 equal to 0, that is the fourth element. So class, here this assignment is valid. This is the valid. Okay, you can write this in this way, int a of 4, int a of 4, and you also take the I is variable for loop. For I equal to 0, I is less than or equal to 4, and I plus plus, and you write here a of I equal to 0. This is the same things. This is also true. This is true. Class, if you declare array A of size 4, then you cannot assign 0 equal to A. It means not A have array A have all numbers 0. This is the wrong assignment. Here int, same thing. This is the wrong, and this is the valid. Int a of 4, and you want to assign all elements of this array 0. Then you have to individually write this. A of 0 equal to 0 means 0 assigned to first element. A of 1 equal to 0 means 0 assigned to second element. A of 2 equal to 3, it means, sorry, A of 2 equal to 0, it means 0 assigned to third element. 1, 2, third element. A of 3 equal to 0, it means 0 assigned to fourth element. So this is wrong, this is the right. You have to, if you have to assign 0 for if you assign 0 to array A, if you assign all elements of array as a 0, then you have to write this, not this. Okay, here this can be simplified in this program, int a of 0. Okay, here is comma, this is the comma, this is the comma. Okay, int a of 4 means A is a array which can store up to 4 elements of integer type. So this is the array A of 4, this is the array, and this is the I is a variable. I equal to 0, I is less than or I is less than 4, I plus plus, and A of I equal to 0. Here class, first time I is 0, 0 is less than 4, yes, and first time I is 0, so A of 0 equal to 0. This is this one. Okay, when I becomes 1 is less than 4, yes. Now I have 1, so A of 1 equal to 0, and this condition. So both are the same things, both are the correct. This is more convenient, this is the more simplified version, and this assignment is wrong. Okay class, and this assignment is wrong. Suppose class, you want to enter different number. You want to enter different number, then you can write here 10, here 7, here 5, here 4. Suppose you want to enter, then you can individually assign the value for each array element, and either you can choose this. Okay, here first time assign, here you can write here scanf %d ampersand a of I. Here you can enter what you want. Okay, so this is true and this is true, both are true. if you want to assign different number, not 0, to all array elements, then one thing is you assign individually each element, and another things you are here also assign the individually but by the scanf and more convenient way using the for loop. Okay class, the first time here I value 0 is less than 4, yes, here a of 0 and user input here a of 0 10 and a of 1 place input 7, and when I becomes 2 a of 2 places 5, user input here 5. In this way you can input you can assign the array element to the array. Suppose you declare a variable, you initialize an array a of 4 equal to 7 5 7 0. There are 4 elements. This is the array initialization, and you have another array that is empty b. Here array is initialized and here is array is declared. Class, second statement is array declaration and first statement is array initialization. In A, value is assigned here. In B, there is no value assigned here. So this is the array initialization, this is the array declaration. If you write b equal to a, this is the wrong assignment. It means not all value of a assigned to b. This is the wrong assignment. Okay, here int a of 4 equal to this and int b equal to this, and b have no value currently, so b equal to a. It means you are assigning all elements of array a to b. This is the wrong assignment. Okay, in this way you cannot assign the array. Okay, so how you can assign? Again, for I equal to 0, I is less than 4, I plus plus. Okay, here you assign b of I equal to a of I. Okay, this is the wrong. This assignment is wrong, and this assignment is true here. Int a of 4 equal to 7 5 7 0. And you have another array b which is simply declared, and int I is necessary because for loop. So a is an array which have elements, a is a declared initialized here, b is an array which is simply declared, not initialized. So if you want to assign all elements of a to b, then there is a convenient way. This is the right way to assign all elements of a to b. So this code is true. This one is true, and this one is false. You cannot just simply assign b equal to a. It means not all elements of array is assigned to b. This is the wrong way, and this is the true. Class, how array in memory? Array space reserved in memory in contiguous manner. Okay, again, array reserve the memory space in contiguous manner. Here int a of 5 equal to 7, 5, 0, 0, 50. There are 5 elements and all elements are integer type. So here is an array. Array has 5 and this array is integer type. Data type has int. So all array A can store up to 5 elements and all element must be integer type. So how this initialization is in memory? This initialization, this array initialization in memory in this way. Class, here is array A. So we write A. Here is array size 5. So it reserve the space which have 5 blocks. Here is 5. Okay class, and here is the element 7, 5, 0, 0, 50. Here is also element 0, 5, 0, 0, 50. And class, this array has data type int, and for 16-bit compiler, int has size 2 bytes. So each block has 2 bytes, 2 bytes, 2 bytes, 2 bytes, 2 bytes. Total size is total array size equal to 2 byte into 5 blocks, that is 10 bytes. That is 10 bytes. Okay class, and 0 is the index. This here 0 is the index of this block, 1 is the index of this block, 2 is the index of this block, 3 is the index of this block, and 4 is the index of this block. Total there are 5 elements. Okay, array elements. A of 0 is the array elements. 0 is not array elements. 0 here, 0 is the index or subscript variable, subscript constant, anything you can say. A of 0, here is 0. So B take, here is the array name, A of 0. A of 0 is a element of first block, that is the 7. A of 0 equal to 7. So here is A of 0, that is the 7. A of 1 is a index value. A is a array name. A of 1 signify the element of array, that is the 5. A of 2 here signify the element of third element, that is the 0. A of 3 signify the fourth element, that is the 0. A of 4 signify the fifth element, that is the 50. So class, A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, A of 3, A of 4 are the array elements, which are 7, 5, 0, 0, 50. And 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the array index. And these are the size, 2 byte, 2 byte, 2 byte, 2 bytes. And class, when array reserve the memory space, then that memory location has address, overall address, that is the 6550. Here we assume that overall address is 65550. This is the 5-digit whole number, positive number, so unsigned number, sorry. 5-digit whole number, unsigned number. So we assume a address. Okay, we cannot assign the address. Basically, address is created by, managed by, distributed by the operating system. But here we assume the address for understanding the concept. So overall address suppose is 6550. So this overall address becomes the base address of first block. Becomes the base address. So 6550 overall address becomes the base address. So base address means first block address. So 6550 is the first block address. B increment 2 because array is an integer type, and B suppose that compiler is 16-bit compiler. So integer has size 2 byte. So if first block address is 6550, then next block address is 6552, next block address is 6554 be incremented to every block, for every address, every block address 6556, 6558. So these are the individual address of each block, and this is the overall address of this memory location. This memory location, this is the overall address, and this overall address becomes the base address, and B increment 2 byte 2 byte, and B get the individual block address. Okay class, this is address is also called location number. Address is also called location number, and array name is also called location name. So A is a array name. Here B take A, because here array is A. That's why B take here A. Okay. So array name is location name. Overall address is location number, also called location number. Okay class. So this declaration, this initialization of array A is represented in memory in this way. Problem is, write a program in C to fill the array and print the array elements. Here void main int I comma a of 10. A is a variable, sorry, A is an array, I is a variable, both are integer type. This is the dimension. Okay class. Printf fill the array. Printf fill the array. Fill the array. So there are 10 array can store up to 10 elements. So one way to fill the array, assign A of 0 value. One way is fill the arrays A of 0 equal to something, A of 1 equal to, suppose here is 10, here is 20, and A of 2 equal to 30, dot dot dot, A of 10 equal to A of 9 equal to 90. So class, one is one way to fill this way. Just assign the value to individual array block, and another way, that is the more simplified and convenient, using the for loop. For I equal to 0, I is less than R equal to, I is less than 10, I plus plus, here scanf %d m% A of I, and this for loop is closed here. Here array is filled. Here array is filled one by one. %d be filled the array through the scanf. Okay, you can also fill the array through the initialization. So int I equal to 0, I is less than 10, I plus plus, loop will execute 10 times scanf %d m% A of I. So array A is filled. After this loop, array will be filled. Now you want to print, so printf here is your array, your filled array. This is the message basically. This is the message for user. Here here is your filled array. Now printf I equal to 0, I is less than 10, I plus plus. Okay class, now you are going to print the array elements. Printf %d a of I, not ampersand I, a of I. Okay, here ampersand a of I, here a of I, because this is the printf. Printf is this loop is closed here, main is closed here. Class, this is a simple program for write a program in C to fill the array and print the array elements. So here control start with main, here int I a of 10, here is array which is declared, and I is a variable, both are integer type. Printf fill the array, there is a message in output screen, fill the array. User now going to fill the array using the scanf function. Okay, through the keyboard, user input through the keyboard, because here is a scanf. So first time I have value 0, 0 is less than 10, true. So a of ampersand a of 0, first time user input here a of 0 place, again a of 1 place, a of 2 place, a of 3 place, a of 4 place. User input the value 10 times and array will be filled. Okay, so here array is filled. Class, here array is filled. This section filled the array. This section filled the array. Okay, and in this section B print the array element. In this section, class, in this section B print the array elements. In this section B take the input in the array. Okay, this is the closing of main function. This is closing of main function. Here closed with, here open and closed with this for loop. Here open and closed with this for loop. So class, here array is declared. Array is declared. Here array is filled. Okay, and here array is printed. Okay class, there are three things. First declare the array, then fill the array, and then print the array elements. So here array is declared, class, here array is filled, and here array is printed. Okay, now another problem. Write a program in C to print the array elements in reverse order. Class, here array elements is printed in right order, but if you want to print the array in reverse order, means suppose you have input 10, 20, 30, and you want to and you have to ask, you print the array in reverse order, means 30, 20 and 10 in this order. If you want to print in this order, there are some change. Okay, problem is write a program in C to print the array element in reverse order. Basically this program is write a program in C to print the array element in right order. But if you want to print this program in reverse order, then you have to change. Okay, first print the last element. Last element is 9th. Last element is a of 9, that is the 10th element. Okay, so you write in place of 0, you write 9, and I is greater than r equal to 0. 9 से start होगा और 0 तक जाएगा, decrement हो के. So there are 10 elements. Okay, in this way there is also 10 elements. First element is, now first time n is I have value 9. 9 is greater than r equal to 0. Yes. %d print a of 9. Here I have value first time 9. So value printed a of 9. Okay, so last element it will be printed first here, and second times I becomes 8. 8 is greater than or equal to 0, yes, and this time printf print a of 8, that is the second last element. So this is the reverse of, this is the printing of array elements in reverse order. Okay, next problem is write a program in C to print the odd position elements of array. Odd position elements of an array. Okay, so void main int I a of 10. Okay, here printf fill the array, fill the array for I equal to 1, I is less than or equal to 10, I plus plus scanf %d ampersand a of I. Here array is filled. Here array is filled. For I equal to 1, I is less than or equal to 10, I equal to I plus 2. Printf %d a of I. Here is main close. Class, here is a array filled. Here you have filled the array, and here you print the elements of odd position of an array. Okay, I, here is 1, I1 is less than or equal to 10, %d a of 1, and I becomes next time 3. Okay, so you print the element of index 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay, you have print a of 1, that is the a of 1, a of 2, a of 3, a of 4. Okay, in this way you print the odd position element. Suppose another problem, write a program in C to sum the odd position element. Then what will you do? Here you write sum equal to sum plus a of I. So now this is the for loop closed here, main is closed here. You declare here sum. Sum take the result of all elements of an array, of odd position elements of an array. So class, this is the problem, this is the program for problem, write a program in C to calculate the sum of odd position elements of an array. So class, this printf print the odd position element, because here is I equal to I plus 2. Okay, so this printf print the odd position elements, and this line, this statement calculate the sum of odd position element. First time sum has value 0, and 0 plus a of 1. A of 1, that is the first odd position element, sum with this and assign to this sum. And after this loop you have sum. You have total sum odd position element. You have total sum of odd position element. Now print the sum. Printf %d sum. Print the sum after the closing of for loop and close the main. Class, when control exit from for loop, you have total sum of odd position element, and printf print that sum. Okay, so now this program is for write a program in C to print the odd position element and calculate the sum of odd position elements. Okay class, so this is the 1D array, A of 10 1D array, and this program is implementation of 1D array. Okay,